we're going to go from this to this. Hello home music creators! Now we're not really stealing in this video, we're just using the genius of Mozart to give us some inspiration. We're going to turn a famous Mozart melody into a rock riff. And the riff that we come up with won't sound anything like, not really, the original Mozart melody. Now this is a great technique you can use when you're songwriting if you're feeling a bit uninspired or having trouble coming up with song ideas. It can really help kick those creative juices into life. So we're basically taking an idea that someone else has written, changing it in various ways to make it our own and make it not sound anything like the original melody. So this is the Mozart piece we're going to steal. This is Sonata in C. Now, if you've ever taken any piano lessons, you probably would have had a go at playing this at some point. So let's take the melody from the piano sonata and put it on the guitar. Nice little melody. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the key, because that is in C, which is not the easiest key to play in on the guitar, so I'm going to drop it down to A. So we now have this. So that's what we're going to start with. There are several things that we can do to start changing this. Let's try a few. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make it minor. Original is major, so let's make it minor. So I could do this. There we go. Straight away it's starting to sound different. Let's take that first little section. Okay, now how can we change that? Well, instead of... why don't we change the rhythm of that a little bit? And maybe we could turn that first note into a power chord. How about that? So instead of... we've now got... Now at the end of that first little section, instead of the... maybe we could change that to something like... let's see how that works. Let's move on to that last half of the melody. So at the moment we've got... Right, let's get rid of that little trill. Okay, how can we change that? Instead of that, why don't we try... there we go. That's nice, I like that. So far we got this. Let's try it without the palm muting. Now we've got to think of something to replace that little trill bit at the end. I know, why don't we slide down the frets from that C there? So we could just end with something like... how about that? Let's give that a whirl, putting it all together. That's pretty good. Let's try that again, maybe speed it up a little bit. So there we go, a rock riff as inspired by Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Now you see how easy it is to change things, and once you start changing little things one by one, you very quickly arrive at something that's completely different from the original melody you started from. And there's lots of things you can change. You know, you can change the rhythm, you can change from major to minor or vice versa. You can start changing individual notes, you can drop notes out, you can add notes in, you can change single notes to power chords, and the choices are endless really. Okay, so this is Paul from Home Music Creator signing off. See you in the next video. Cheers.